Hi everybody, I'm going to let you guys filter in a little bit before I start talking about what's going on. Okay, so I'm hoping some of you saw my messages on Twitter and on Facebook today that I was going to do a short Periscope this evening. I promise I will actually make this one relatively short. I'm not feeling my best. I got a bit of a cough, and I don't want to stay up all night like I have been doing the last week. So anyway, those of you that saw, this is going to be about the website opentheprimary.org. I spoke with a woman earlier today. She contacted me via Twitter a few days ago. Unfortunately, I took my time getting back to her. I was, I've been very, very busy and trying to balance work and kids and everything like that. It's been hard to get back to people in a timely manner. Anyhow, I did get to speak to her today. She got some time to explain a little bit about what's going on, but time is of the essence, so I wanted to make sure I got this video out tonight, and I'm really counting on you guys and everybody that we're connected to get this information out, get people talking about this video, and get people on her site and speaking to everybody in California that they can and sending these messages out. What apparently is going on in California is that the no party preference registered voters are basically getting screwed. Full disclosure here, by the way, I'm from San Jose, California, originally born and raised. I moved out here to Nevada 12 years ago, so this is kind of near and dear to me. Much of my family is still there on my dad's side. My brothers, my sister, my dad, and his wife, they're all still out there, so this affects all of them, and so it affects me. And ultimately affects all of us because California is a huge state in the election cycle. Anyhow, the no party preference option, it covers approximately 4 million Californians. They're all registered, and that's like 24% of the electorate out there. They can make a big difference, but only if their votes are counted, and the way things are looking, based on the video that was released recently, the way the polls or the poll people are being trained, it would seem that there's some very clear voter suppression going on. Something about provisional ballots being handed out to people that are NPP instead of actual ballots that will be counted. In addition to that, there are two, I'm not exactly sure what they are, provisions or rules or something in the way that the elections are run there. One is, and bear with me here while I scroll to make sure I'm quoting the right things. It's Elections Code 15342. It prevents people from doing write-ins in California unless they're very specifically written in on the ballot in a very specific place in a very specific way. If you do it wrong, which they don't tell you how to do it, your vote won't be counted. The second one is Elections Code 8600, which sets a deadline of May 17th for candidates to file for write-in status. This is a little-known rule, and chances are that Bernie or anyone probably didn't know about this because nobody really talks about it. So most likely, no one has met that deadline, and there are essentially no write-ins available, making it a no write-in state through this technicality. Now, Secretary, let me see if I can get his full name here, Secretary Padilla, Secretary of State Padilla, is apparently the only person that can do anything about this. So what we want to do is get on this website. They've got his email address and some email addresses to CC, including Kevin Yamura from the Sacramento Bee. Copy and paste the message that they have there, change it, make it your own. If you want later, I can read off what I wrote, the way I changed this, and get the pressure on. Get Secretary Padilla to look into this, and if there is anything that he can do, which I'm being told that there is, get it changed before June 7th so that Californians that are registered as NPP can go out there and make their votes count. Hey, yeah, opentheprimary.com. It is, it's not .com, it's .org, and I'm going to show it to you again. Something very important that we discovered today while I was talking to her: if you don't type in the www, it doesn't seem to go to the page. I asked her to reach out to the person that's hosting our site and fix their DNS. In the meantime, just make sure that you're typing in www.opentheprimary.org. Did I write com? Ah, I'm an idiot. Sorry, guys. I'm not perfect. Yeah, that's great. I'm going to have to put something in the comments or change the title later if it'll let me. Okay, so I'm going to switch over so you can see the site again. I'm not perfect, please. Here we go. Alright, so as you can see, it is in fact opentheprimary.org. Make sure you've got the www there. Over here, it has a countdown to June 7th, and it has instructions. Now, if you scroll down, bear with me, I don't want to drop this. Okay, here we go. Scroll down here. There's a form letter already put together. You can basically just copy and paste this. Now, I was a little bit not quite okay with the wording on it. It's fairly aggressive. I know that we want to really put the heat on Secretary Padilla, but I'm more of the little bit of kindness goes a long way camp. It's up to you guys. You know, make it your own. Adjust this if you want, but make sure that the message is clear. Make sure that also you are CCing the people up here. Email Secretary Padilla, CC the Open the Primary people, and CC Kevin Yamamura from the Sacramento Bee. Because, yeah, you can copy and paste identically. That's totally up to you. Like I said, that just as long as you're making sure to get the message across, that's the most important thing, and it's getting to everybody out there so that they can see really who all wants this to happen. And it's more than just people from California. We want pressure from around the country, around the world. We want Secretary Padilla to know that everybody's in this fight, and it's important to all of us. We need to make sure that our California voters are able to get their votes counted. Switching back. I'll read to you what I sent. Give me a second to bring this up in the other page. Where did I put it? Okay, so I changed it slightly. I said Secretary Padilla. I don't do the deers. It's just me. I'm a little more straight to the point. I said, thanks to recently released videos, we know that poll workers are being improperly trained. Across the state, millions of voters are confused and looking for answers. Your state, my state of birth and home in my heart, is facing a political crisis of conscience. I'm writing to ask you your urgent aid. Before June 7th, please do what's right for our brothers, our sisters, our parents, and our children, and do what must be done to defend voting rights in California. Allow all ballots to be write-in, and set aside election code Elections Code 15342. Confirm that Elections Code 8600, which sets a deadline for candidates to file for write-in status, cannot suppress the First Amendment right of voters to choose. Pay for a hard count of all ballots with AB 120, and in parentheses, on April 29th, Governor Brown signed AB 120, providing $16 million of taxpayer funding for ballots and other costs of the primary. I'm going to ask my family to write in their candidate of choice on June 7th. Please, do not hesitate. Stand up for democracy now. Sincerely, Jason Yadas.